Shemar, Stewart, and the Bengals. Somebody said that bro gonna get redrafted in 2026.
Yeah. Say he can.
He can.
He can opt out of his contract or whatever it is. Because they haven't signed him yet. Yeah.
Why even draft him that high if you're not going? That don't make no sense.
That's crazy.
If you don't want to pay him, why you even draft him that high?
And it's crazy.
And they're not even paying what's the
trade?
They ain't paid Trey either. So they fucking around on the contract.
Can y'all update me on this? Because I thought the rookie contracts were fixed. So,
but you gotta sign.
No, you just still gotta sign.
I know you still gotta sign.
No, he ain't. They don't.
I've just seen this in passing. I've not briefed me on what happened.
They put some kind of clause in this contract that ain't in every other contract. That's why he's not signing it.
Right.
So I don't know what it is, Faye. You can look it up, but there's some kind of clause.
There is a clause in the contract that the Bengals have currently offered him that is not in the previous 2 first-round picks that the Bengals had drafted.
Right.
And the Bengals are saying that clause is actually, since he was drafted 17th, that the other rookies that were drafted 16th and 18th, that clause is in their contract, so he should be cool with it. And
okay. So the first 2 didn't have this, but everybody behind them had the same thing in their contract.
Correct.
So it's not like he has something that's just unique to him.
Clause.
Okay.
It's something that he's saying like he feel like he got to stand on business on.
Yeah. Get redrafted. Go back and do it again.
But what you gonna do for a year?
I was gonna
train.
My hell no, y'all tripping.
I was gonna ask. So like you like fuck it.
No.
It was signed.
I mean, what?
I'm talking about like
yes. You sit out for a year, bro.
He hasn't said that that's what he's gonna do, but like
I'm just asking. Like, this is a conversation. Okay, I want further conversation.
Okay.
Would you do that? Would you like, all right, well, no,
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that. Okay. Why not? Because it's like, all right, what are the chances?
Things can go wrong.
Yeah.
We've come from a different culture though. Like me and DB, I mean, they was paying us crumbs probably compared to what these guys probably get. And we would just go out and play ball. Like I remember guys telling me, man, don't go to the Senior Bowl. There's really no reason for you to do it. And they were correct. And I still went just because it's like, there's football being played, I'm going to go.
Right.
Like, so we, in that generation, this generation, the culture, they got a sit-out culture. They got that sit-out energy. They're like, I will not play unless everything is fit to my liking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So for him,
I mean,
if you get redrafted to a better situation, like I don't think that's far-fetched for him to do.
But this is different though, because you're talking about people that's sitting out while they still in college. They saying, all right, you already drafted at this point. I feel like this is kind of, is this unprecedented? Has this happened before? This is something new now. You're talking about you already drafted at this point. It's not new. They're like, you getting drafted, you away.
They're gonna come to an agreement before camp. They're gonna come to agreement, bro. They're not gonna. Bengals is playing hardball. They're gonna have to do something because they need it.
They do.
Yeah, they got to get their contract situation.
Whatever it is that they're gonna do to change, they're gonna come to. They at odds right now. He gonna, like you said, he's got all. I don't think he's gonna sit out a whole year, but if he sits out training camp, maybe week 4, maybe week 5, but they're gonna come to agreement when they get to the season. See how stank that defense is.
He playing.
They gonna sign him.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think because he's a young pass rusher right now, does he potentially have leverage in this situation? Because not a lot of times you in the NFL, do you ever really have leverage? Do you have any type of you know what I'm saying, power in a negotiation? Like, do y'all feel like he got a little bit of leverage right here? Like, could he say, like, I won't play. I'm still going to be just as explosive, just as athletic. I'll still get drafted first round if he go back. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have Trey Hendrickson.
He does have
They got to sign one of them.
Listen, look, Bo Jackson did it. Look. Right there. He didn't come to the NFL. He went to play baseball, though.
Right.
Because of contract shit, all that. Hell, somebody else did. There's plenty of motherfuckers. Like, it's been done.
Okay.
But to sit out for a year, you ain't got shit else other than just train the football, bro. That's not real.
Like, Bo went and did something like another sport. Like, he didn't sit down and do nothing for a year.
I see what you're saying.
And then,
that's
before the NFL was 5-5, when the AFL was popping, all they did was go, you know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, I ain't playing for the NFL. I'm going to go over and sign this contract in the AFL.
Right. They was double dipping, boy. Quit playing.
Yeah, they merged.
Okay. And just so you guys know, Shemar Stewart's all his options at his disposal, actually. He can, as we mentioned, he can be in the draft next season. But if he doesn't like where he's picked, he can also sit out another year and then he'd be an undrafted free agent the following draft.
He ain't gonna do that. He still gonna get that guarantee.
Hey, we not doing no damn transfer portal NFL, bro. We not doing that.
transfer portal in the NFL.
I don't see him sitting out.
We're not doing that, bro.
I don't see him. I see them coming to some kind of agreement because they're gonna need him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And base, you see it from a coaching side too, because you always think about like, we get a guy in, there's so much he's missing from a year from college, transition to the NFL, things like that. And I've seen it hurt. I've seen guys sit out and it not affect them. I know Le'Veon Bell is the infamous, I'm going to sit out a season to get what I want. And I mean, that really hurt him. Like he's even, and I'm not saying something he came back out later and admitted like, man, I don't think that was the best decision. And before Le'Veon sat out that year, bro, you couldn't touch this dude.
The top three.
He was
insane. Had a unique running style. Like one of my favorite backs to watch outside of LaShawn.
For sure.
And it was just like, he sat out a full year and it just changed the trajectory of his career. It just did. So I'm with you. There's something about football where momentum is real.
Yes.
You finished in college, man, you want to keep that momentum going. And then...
And get it going, knowing the NFL, knowing how to be a pro before you start slowing down, but all right, I can take my time and do this.
The only way you get better at the game is playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
You can train all you want. You cannot replace game reps. Live game reps. Can't do it.
But people in this corner gonna cheer it on. People on social media. Them young boys on their phones. They gonna cheer it on because anytime somebody looks like they in a stalemate with the owners, they like keep fighting them, keep fighting them, keep fighting them, keep fighting them.
Man, that shit.
And it's just like
you
okay,
really don't know.
I've seen it not work before.
Right,
I've
seen
it not work,
line, bro.
But I do think this kid's got a little bit of leverage because he's a pass rusher too. Like all that boy gotta do is come on that edge, go get the quarterback. So he could get redrafted first round again for sure if he went back.
Go back.
I'm with King though. I think that this is one of those things. They always heighten up this drama, and then before you know, you get that across the ticker, so-and-so sign.
Yeah. Like I said, when they realize how much they need him, they're gonna agree to terms that he's gonna be on the field. Especially if they don't bring Trey back, they're gonna have.
Oh my God,
they don't got nobody else to rush the pass.
And not even already bring Trey back.
Yeah. That's wild. The reigning sack leader. That's crazy.
Their defense gonna look like it's gonna.
And you had the worst. You already the worst. You already the worst defense in the league.
Worst defense. Yeah.
And now you're making it even worse. You don't want to sign your first round pick. You don't want to bring your best player back. And now you don't want to sign your first round pick. And you already had the worst defense. And you come off the worst defense in the league.
That don't make no sense.
Man, I saw a graphic recently. I knew he was getting down. I didn't know he was getting down like that though. He had like the top sack leaders last few years. Had your boy Watt. Had your boy Watt.
You know what he be training
at. And then it showed like the amount of games. Yeah. Well, he was right there with Miles.
You know what he be training at?
I know.
We getting it in. Solo.
Trey's a dog.
Dog, yeah.
Shit fit.
Into it.